Hey, Ella,
Hello, can you hear me?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
like literally at 1 minute to countdown, the whole thing like crashed. And I was like, what? The internet, what happened? Can everyone hear me?
Oh,
Can you hear? So I hope everyone can hear me. So
yeah, I think everybody will need to refresh a little bit.
let us know if you guys can hear us, by the way, in the chat. Can you guys hear us? Of course it would.
No audio. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Some people are getting audio and some are not.
Okay, let us know. Let us know if you can hear us.
Some can and some can't.
Yeah, hit refresh if you guys can do that. I'm sorry about that. Okay, you can
Okay, it
hear.
looks
All
like
right.
we're mostly back online.
All right. Okay. All right. Awesome. Welcome to Flux Fantasy Fest 2026. I cannot believe we're here. You know, Ellen and I were waiting right before everything started. We were like, like reminiscing on how our like humble first one was and how big it was.
Yeah.
So we're so excited to have all of you this year. This is really big for us. We've got so much. We've been working so hard to get this event set up for you guys. I'm RC Helix. I'm the creator of Flux Destiny and the Flux Fantasy TTRPG. Ella, my right hand here, my partner in crime, who is responsible for all this and for the 7 days that we're about to go on. So
Aw.
we're really excited to have you here. If you're not familiar with Flux Destiny and Flux Fantasy, Flux Destiny is a science fantasy universe powered by karmastry, which is our unique magic system, where people draw karma to push the limits of what reality can do, and so it charges superpowers and all sorts of cool reality bending stuff. And so the Flux Fantasy TTRPG is actually based on it. So you can read the manga and you can go have your own adventures in the RPG. But Flux Fantasy Fest itself is a week long celebration of TTRPGs in general. So it's not just about
Hmm.
Flux Fantasy; it's about everything. So we've got live games, we've got guest speakers, we got workshops, we got all sorts of stuff going on in the Discord. Um, so if you've never played a
We're
TTRPG,
gonna go through all of it
we're gonna go through
tonight.
all of it
Tonight. Opening
tonight.
ceremony.
Yeah, all of it's going. So we're going through everything tonight, so you know what's coming. So starting tomorrow, once we go through everything, we're going to go through all the calendar and all the events and everything that's going on. So we're going to kind of get you primed for everything. If you've never played a TTRPG, this is actually perfect because this is your chance to learn. We have workshops for people who've never played and want to get started. We're going to teach you. If you're already a player or GM, this is perfect. This is like a place where you get to get new insights, meet other people. It's going to be really awesome. I want to give special thanks to this year. We have some really awesome OC sponsors. So our Flux Fantasy creators in the community have been working on their OCs, and then a lot of them chose to have their OCs sponsor the event. So I want to give a special thanks to those. You're going to see them at the beginning of events during the week. They're going to be, right before an event. You'll hear, okay, this event was sponsored by this OC. So we've got Rodrigo, Camille, Eddie, Milo, AJ, Vassar Beverage Products. We've got Lucas, Omid, Ombre, Bright, Zach, William, Max, and Simon. So we've got a big group of OCs who have thankfully sponsored the event. So we're really excited about it. If you haven't yet, be sure to check out fluxfantasyfest.com. That website has everything. It has all the events. It has all the links to all the events. So you can go straight to each YouTube, for each one, or you can jump into the different Discord events. Speaking of Discord, our Discord is open during the week. So during the event, normally it's closed. So you want to go like close to unless you make a purchase. So right now, if you want to get into our Discord community, be sure to go grab the link. It's in the description. Ella also put it in the chat there. So come on in. You're welcome. Some of the events are taking place in Discord. So you want to join the Discord for that purpose. And we want to invite you in there for that. So now, Ella, shall we go down the event? So this is what we're going to cover, just so you guys know. We're going to cover the event rundown of all the big events and special guests. We're going to be going into. We're going to talk about the Artist Alley. We have a virtual
Hmm?
Artist Alley that has opened up just now in the Discord. So if you're in Discord, we've got all our Artist Alleys.
Our booths.
Booths are open and artists are waiting in there. So when this is done, when this event is done, you want to make sure you want to go in there and go meet the. And they're open all week, right? So you want to go check that out.
Yep.
And then we'll go over all the special things and offers and stuff we've got going on this week. So Ella, shall we start with the event rundown?
Yeah. Do you want to do the full event rundown or just talk about kind of the theming for each day?
So let's just go. Let's I think talk about. Why don't we go over the each day? We'll just kind of go down each one and go from there. That way they
Okay.
can see it. Okay. So day one, which is today. Today's the opening ceremony. So you guys are here. This one we're gonna just get you set up. You're gonna want to make sure that you go to fluxfantasyfest.com and sign up to the email list. The reason
It's
for
not
it,
too late to register because
yeah.
not only are you going to get the events each day, but you're also going to get something special at the end of the fest. So you're going to get like a little thank you digital gift. So you're going to want it. That's all I have to say. It's in the description. It's just the first link. So make it
Yeah.
easy.
And by doing so, we'll keep you updated on everything. Flux Fantasy Fest is free. The majority of it is free. We have some events that are Patreon specific exclusive events, but most of the event is totally free too, and totally virtual to come and attend. Okay, so day two, which is tomorrow, is our intro day, right? So we're going to be going over.
Yeah.
Now every day, the way the days are formatted is that we have events during the day, then we usually have a Patreon event, and then we have a big major speaker who's coming on that day to speak with you guys, and then we're ending the day with a actual play. So there's an actual play of Flux Fantasy that happens all week, and so it's done in chapters. So chapter one is tomorrow. After that, there's an after party mixer on Discord, so if you want to go meet friends and meet new people, you can totally go on there to it's a lot of fun. Last year the mixers were a lot of fun, and what we've done is we've designed it so that we can like fill your brain with stuff, and then you can go have a good time and watch the actual play, and then go unwind and go meet people in the mixer. So our first couple events are Flux Destiny specific, so we're going to be talking about what Flux Destiny is. We're for the next one at 11 a.m. By the time these events are on Central Time, we're going to be explaining what a TTRPG is. So if you're new to TTRPGs, that's the one you don't want to miss, because we're going to talk about it. We're going to explain what it's about. We're going to go over common terms, things like that. Then at 1, we're going to go over what Flux Fantasy itself is. So if you want to check out our particular TTRPG, we're going to introduce that. Ella designed the game mechanics for that game, so you definitely want to hear directly from her. We just released our latest update of Flux Fantasy, and we've made some modifications to it, so we're super excited about that. Then, Ella, you want to take it from here? I've been talking my brains out, so.
Yeah, I will. So then after that, we've got our Patreon event. So every day we have a specific Patreon event. All of our events, for the most part, are free. You can find them in our Discord or here on YouTube, except for the ones that are Patreon exclusive. So if you find that you really enjoy our community and you want to learn more and get to these events, you just join any tier on the Patreon and you can get access to all of those events as well. Some really fun ones this week. Just kind of a way to say thank you to those who support us and give them a little extra something every day during the week. So on the first day, we are going to be actually building a trading card. Trading cards are really important in Flux Destiny, as you'll learn through the events this week. And so we're going to be handing out blank ones and kind of going through how you can make one and the best way to do that. And then we've got our guest speaker, James Introcaso. He is a really talented writer and knows all about TTRPGs and has co-created a lot of them. I think on his bio it says he's created 7 Dungeons and Dragons games, which of course is like the biggest RPG that there is. So we're really excited to have him. He's going to be speaking about kind of getting over your fears about GMing and playing as a character. And so we're really, really excited about hearing his insight on creativity and all kinds of stuff like that. And then right after that as well, we're going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A with him so that you guys can ask your questions. So be thinking about things during that event that you might want to ask during the in the chat. And then after that, of course, yeah.
Oh,
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say you do not want to miss that one because he's an amazing creator in the space, and you don't want to miss that one because his insights. If you want to get RPG insights from the industry, he's the one who you want to come listen to. Sure.
Absolutely, for anything really, playing, being a GM, writing, all kinds of stuff. And then we are going to start with our first actual play event. Lizrad or Lauren is going to be GMing. This is like a really big one. Again, it's going to be going all week. I want to go ahead and formally introduce the players of that event. That event will take place in the Discord. Lauren will be joined by Ruben, Jumi, Roman, Purple, and Thomas. So that's our gang of adventurers who are going to go in and face the carnival that's going to be happening. Which, if you notice later, we're going to talk about the slice game. There's a little bit of a theming mix that's going to happen there. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But then, of course, afterward is the mixer. So that's just kind of a fun time to meet all of the new people, to talk about the day's events, to relax and introduce yourself to people that you might not know or might not have gotten the chance to meet yet. So that'll be a fun event.
By the way, if you happen to just be like a lurker kind of, if like you just don't want to you just want to just watch, you totally can. Like none of this requires you to go talk to people or whatever. We have that for people who are social butterflies like me. You could totally go in there and into our events. But if you're more of the lurker type, you can do Flux Fantasy Fest all week without talking to a soul. So if that's your thing,
Absolutely.
you can totally do it.
Absolutely.
So
You should go and do what you're comfortable with. We're going to talk a little bit about the fun things that you can do in Discord and some solo games and things like that as well. So there is room for everybody. Any kind of player, any level, if you have a character or not, this is open for everybody. You could just come sit and watch your events and then not join the Discord if you wanted to. That's totally fine. This is meant to be for fun and to celebrate role playing and community and storytelling. So
yeah.
that's what we're aiming to do. So,
All right, so then day 3, that's March 24th, is our character day. The first 4 events, so the first 4 events going from 9 to 3, we've got our workshop about making great characters. Then we've got our character creation workshop, which is like, you don't want to miss that because we're going to be talking between that one and the powers and payback workshop, which is about helping you develop powers for your characters, that's difficult, right? Like it's one thing you're like, oh, that sounds fun, but when you have to sit down and theme them and make them work, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and so you want to make sure you get the character creator guide. Before that, it's free. You can download the character creator guide for free and the character sheets for free, and you want to have those available. And then right after that, we've got how to role play as a character. Now, this is one of those questions we get a lot about this, is that a lot of times people they get intimidated about going in and realizing that you're going to play a character. It's not you, right? That you're going to make decisions. You're going to do things that you may not do in real life, but your character would, right? So how to go and have a good time and act and have a good time and role play. So that's that. And then we've got my dear friend Todd Habercorn. If you guys, anyone here who is an anime fan, I spent many years as head of original anime at Funimation, now Crunchyroll. And Todd is an American voice actor and director who is dubbed in anime and films and video games. You probably know him as Death the Kid from Soul Eater. He's Natsu from Fairy Tail. He's also in Genshin Impact. I mean, he's all over the place. He's a lot of fun. He also did the first audiobook for Flux Destiny. He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing creative. And he and I are going to talk not only about character, but we're going to talk about, it's going to be kind of it's going to be like you know, this event, these things that we do, like getting into this kind of industries like entertainment, gaming, things like that, they're very difficult, right? But it's all about like going after what you want with your life, right? Chasing your dreams. And we're going to talk about, there's going to be a part of that conversation that's going to be uplifting about that. So you definitely don't want to miss that one.
And we are partnering with them as our charity event for Flux Fantasy Fest. So during that event specifically, we're going to be talking about the charity that he and RC are a part of. And so I'm going to put the link here in the description. It's Humane Beings. They work with animals, which you guys know how much we love animals. So we are really proud to partner with them for this event. We're going to have a special little charity thing going on during that time. So that'll be fun. And so you double don't want to miss that. And then afterwards, we'll be heading over to Patreon, where Todd has agreed to do a Q&A with us. So if you're on our Patreon, you'll get to join that special event. So if you like voice acting and want to learn more about it, or learn more about characters or what Todd has done, then that is the event for you, I promise.
And the cool thing is that if you haven't, if you can't make it, the cool thing about this virtual con is that if you missed one, you can always go watch the video. So all these are recorded. You know, we love for you guys to do this live, but if you know, some of the people from last year, but a lot of people were watching during work. They'd be like, oh, watching during work, and they'd have it, or
Yeah,
school,
sneaky.
and sneaking it in. But if you can't do that and you want to watch it later, you can totally do it. So the playlist has already been set up in YouTube. And so if you go in there and hit notify me for the events that you definitely don't want to miss, it'll let you know. And if you happen to miss it, you can watch it on playback. Then we end with chapter 2 of the carnival, which is the Flux Fantasy Afterplay. So you don't want to miss that. That's in Discord. So you want to make sure to join Discord so you can, you know, attend and watch. And then we have the after party mixer when that's done.
That's day 3. Yeah. So and then moving on to, what are we on, day 4?
We're day 4 now. Yeah.
Day 4, we start with Flux Destiny world building. So that's all the unique parts about Flux Destiny. There's things like payback and fish bowls, and we're going to learn about them and why we chose to do certain world building things and, you know, not use other things. It's an important part of your setting and structure. Then we're going to talk, we've got 2 back-to-back map discussions, one of them about the whole world map. We're going to go over different inspirations and things like that. And then we're going to go over the Fortuna world map, which is, we're going to go over the Fortuna world map and also some battle map stuff. And also that one's going to be fun. We've got a little worksheet to hand out, a drawing exercise. So you won't want to miss that if you like to fill out stuff for your OCs and have, you know, like interactive workshops like that. Then we're going to go into our Patreon event, which is we're going to create a new town for Flux Fantasy and Fortuna. And that will be fun. We're going to get input from the Patreon to name it and give it attributes and things like that. And maybe we'll set it up in the world too. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
And then we've got, then for the big speaker that night is another dear friend and colleague of mine, Henry Gilroy. He is a prolific writer and producer who has done so many. If you look him up, he's got this. If you look him on IMDb, he's got so many things behind his name, and many that you're going to recognize. He and I worked together when I was at Funimation. He wrote several of the movies that I produced. He is best known for co-writing and co-producing the animated series like Star Wars Clone Wars. And other shows that you can go check out in there. He's just got this amazing resume. You can also go check out on fluxfantasyfest.com. All our guests are on there, and you want to go check out their bios. They're on there as well. So we're gonna have a Q&A with Henry right after that for our Patreon members. You don't want to miss that because we're going to be talking about world building and storytelling. Henry's amazing. I learned so much about storytelling from him, and so he's like, you know, my godfather of storytelling, and so I learned a lot from him, and he was really influential to me in my career, and I'm really excited to bring you guys, you know, his insights on it. Finally, we've got that night, chapter 3 of the actual play of the carnival, and then the after party mixer. So that's day 3, or excuse me, day 4. Then we've got day 5. Ella, you want to start off with that?
Yes, I will in a second when it gets pulled up. I don't have it in
Oh,
front of me.
okay. I'll start. So
Okay,
we've
okay,
got.
you start. I'll finish this one. I'll finish
Okay,
this
all
one.
right. So we've got on day 4. Excuse me, day
Day 5.
5. We've got. We're starting off with becoming a GM and what it takes. A lot of it is we get so many questions about people who want to become a GM, but they're kind of nervous and they're like, oh, that's a big leap for them. And so we're going to teach you how to do that, and we're going to help you get the confidence to be able to become a GM and host your own games. And it's a lot of fun, and a lot of it is just you just need someone to tell you anyone can be a GM. Just go do it. Like you just got to
Yeah.
you just got to know that you can do it. So we're going to help you with that. Then we've got a couple other workshops, characters and long form storytelling. We've got a writing a great game workshop, and then we go into our Patreon event about building new NPCs. You want to take it from there?
Yeah, so our Patreon event, we will be building a new NPC together. So that will be all of the Patreon coming in and giving some input on characteristics for a new NPC. And we'll see if they show up in a later RPG game. We'll see if they're compatible, but it'll be something that we can do together. And then we've got our chapter 4 of the carnival, the actual play that night, and then the after party mixer right after. So this is all about kind of expanding. Now that you've got the foundations down, what does it mean to keep playing? What does it mean to not just play a game once, but play it over a series of, a couple of weeks? What does that kind of stuff mean? And so we find that people, we don't want anybody to drop off. You should continue to build stories. It's not just one story. Our story doesn't end when Flux Fantasy Fest ends. It goes on and on and on, right? So how do we keep going after big events end and things like that? So that's kind of what Expand is all about.
Okay. And then, oh, did you introduce Anna? Did I miss you introducing
Oh,
Anna?
sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I skipped over her. We've got a very special guest, Anna, that day as well. She is a brilliant map maker and fantasy cartographer, which is an amazing. That's the job that I want. That is an amazing title. She is a fantastic artist, and she has like her own Patreon and her own artistic side. So she's going to be telling us all about her stuff there. She did some of the map settings for Greyhawk, the D&D, the famous D&D setting, and so she's going to be joining us and talking all about her experience and talking mostly about map making and how you can use things in your games to enhance the experience, like figures or maps or music and things like that.
okay. And then obviously we end with the mixer and the actual play. Then day 6, the last big event day.
Last big day, yeah.
The last big day before we wrap things off. So we've got several things going on that day. We've got solo versus party play workshop. We've got a storytelling 101 workshop. You don't want to miss that for obvious reasons. You don't want to miss that. One's a good one. We've got some other guests.
Don't miss it.
Do not miss it.
That one. I will be so sad. That's my I'm so excited about that one. I'm so excited.
That one is we love storytelling around here, obviously. So that's why we have an RPG and everything else that we do. So you don't want to miss that. We've got 2 guests that day. We've got Ross Payton, who is a podcaster and writer. He focuses on tabletop RPGs and electronic music. He's the host of Role Playing Public Radio, Ludo Narrative Dissidents, and Night Clerk Radio. So you don't want to miss him. He's one of the fellow Patreon creators that I've met as part of the TTRPG community. And several of the others. Anna's another one who I've met as part of that too, and I'm so excited to have her along with us. Then we've got Frederick Jones, who's a video game director and writer. He leads the team for Saturday AM Comics. and it's home to popular original IP, including award-winning series like Clock Striker and Apple Black. So we're gonna have a nice chat with him, and that's gonna be a good one too. Then you want to
Yeah.
finish us out there?
Yeah. So our big 5 o'clock event for the day is going to be a fan interactive game. RC and I are going to be on a journey, and we're going to take the fans' vote to decide what to do next. So you guys will be leading us along the path to either victory or defeat. So we'll be doing that together, and we'll see how far we make it in that game. We'll see how much you guys want us to like survive and things like that. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then after that, it will be the final part of the actual play game, the final bow for the carnival. And then after that is our special Patreon event. It's going to be RC's campfire event. It's a really special way to kind of just wind down from the week's excitement. Even though it's not over, it's kind of like one of those, stamps on the end of something really wonderful. And so RC's going to be going into that. And yeah, it'll just be a nice, sweet way to end the night.
Let me just say this: that last year, like I said before, it was one of our most popular events. We had a great time sitting down together and just talking about life and talking about experiences. And this is where the jar of baseballs comes out. And if you don't know what that is, don't know one. Those of you who know, don't spoil it. But those of you who want to learn about the jar of baseballs is coming out, and we're going to talk about what is this jar of baseballs and what does this mean. So you don't want to miss that. That's a great time. That's a really good time together. I always like doing that. Now I've decided to make that kind of tradition to do it on the last full day, because it's kind of like we've taken all this stuff, all this good information in during the week. We've had a great time, and it's time to kind of like wrap it all up and like what do we take from everything that we've learned, right? And how are we going to apply it? The world is pretty dark right now, and so it's like how are we going to take that and endure despite all the difficult things that are happening in the world right now. And that's really important to me personally, and something that I like to bring to you guys. So I hope that you guys who are on Patreon, I know you definitely will be there. If you join the Patreon at any tier, you can come in and join that event. So be sure to check that out. Okay, and then finally, the last day of the event.
Yeah, so this day is a special day. We're kind of winding down our event. And so the first thing we're going to start with, it's a little bit later in the day, it's going to start at 11, is the OC showcase. So those of you who have already been in the Discord, you guys know what that is. We do one every other week with Lizrad as the host. Well, we're going to do a really big one this time. And so we are going to have some, anybody can sign up at any time to talk at the event and talk about their OC. It's going to be in the Discord. So since you're here, you get first dibs at any slot. I'm going to put it in the chat here, and you guys can go and sign up and pick your slot. You know, it's a public doc, so be civil in there. But you can go sign up right now. It's going to be a couple of hours of hanging out and learning about other people's OCs and introducing your own OC. So it's going to be a really great event as a community event. Then we are going to have a special watch party at the end there. It will involve some Hugo and Marco playing Flux Fantasy. So we're gonna watch that fun.
Oh, you told them.
Together.
Okay, you said it. Okay, all right. So Hugo and Marco actually playing Flux Fantasy. So you don't want to miss that one. I didn't think that she was gonna say it. I thought she was gonna leave it as a surprise. So.
Since you guys are here, since you're here,
so the boys play the game. We get to watch them do it. So if you've been watching them on YouTube on their events, they come in and play the game. So you don't want to miss that one. That one is going to be a lot of fun. That's the one that last time I wanted to say, but Ella was like, "No, don't say anything," and then she dropped it. She dropped the bomb. So, and then finally we do our closing ceremony, and then. Which I know is going to come sooner than we think. I know that I can already hear me going, I can't believe it's over. I can already
I know.
It. Yeah, so we're going to be coming to that, to the end of that. So now so that's the whole event lineup. Ella,
That's it.
Did you mention the So there's more to talk about, by the way. So this is not over yet, but just telling you that's the
Yeah,
event lineup.
stick away,
Stick around.
stay.
We're
We
not
have
done
so much
yet.
more to say.
There's a lot more to go over. Did you already talk about those in the actual play, the actual players?
Hmm.
You did. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
all right. So the other thing, going back to the artist. So I was gonna go over the artist alley. The folks in artist alley right now. So
Yeah.
like I said, yes, voice acting is included. It's not like the actual characters are going to be playing the game. I saw a question about that. So you want to see Marco and Hugo and Ella playing Flux
It'll be
Fantasy?
like their PNGs, like on our YouTube videos.
Yeah. So you wanna go. You don't want to miss that. Um, okay, so Artist Alley. So we have, just as a reminder, we have our virtual Artist Alley that is in our Discord server. Be sure to go, like, the Discord server is open all week, and you have to be in it to go to some of these events. So you want to go make sure that you join Discord. Um, it's important that you now is a great time to do it, because if you do, you can get in there for free. So this is one of the benefits of coming into the community during this period. So go, be sure to jump into Discord. So here's some of the people that we've got in our artist alley this week. We've got our official studio line commissions from Flux Destiny are in there. We've got the Rockstart Kingdom by Nikki. She's offering headshots, so you want to check out hers. Sarai's Writing Corner by Watson is offering writing commissions. We've got Jiumi's art commissions with art comms obviously in there. Jiumi's all these folks are really awesome members of our community. I've seen their work, and I'm so excited to be able to have them in our virtual artist alley and sharing their work with you. So you want to make sure not to miss Jiumi. We've got RJC Creations by Ruben. Ruben is one of our OG fans who knows everything about Flux Destiny, and has been around for a long time. And I've seen his art just skyrocket. So be sure to go check out Ruben. He's going to be offering art and Gears of Destiny designs. We've got Maple Tree, who's offering full commissions. We've got Demon Ray's Lair, another OG fan who's very very close to my heart, is going to be offering art commissions as well. Lizrad, our own Lizrad, Lizrad's Nook, she's going to be offering art and writing commissions as well. And then we've got Drew's art commissions by Drew. So Drew's in there. You don't want to miss that. Drew is always sending me sunflowers, and so that should tell you.
Aww.
That should tell you. Drew knows my love for sunflowers, so you don't want to miss Drew's work. He's got amazing stuff. So make sure to go say hello, even if you just stop by in there. Go check out our virtual artist alley. Encourage these artists, or send your friends if you see something that you like. If you see a particular style that may not be for you, but for someone else, send your friends to it. Bring them into the community. Okay, so other things going on this week. So
So many things.
So we've got a fan art contest happening this week. Ella, you
Ooh.
you want to talk about the fan art contest?
Absolutely. So, we like to do some just fun interactive stuff in our Discord during these events. So again, another reason to get in there if you want. The fan art contest, it'll start today and go all the way through Saturday the 28th. We will reveal the winners during our closing ceremony that day. As well as the raffle winner, which we'll talk about the raffle here in just a second. So, a couple of rules for this event. You can draw any style that you want. You can draw on anything that you want. There are no rules about that. The rules are as follows. So you must have started the drawing today. So after today, you can start and go forward. Nothing
I mean,
like,
this.
oh, I will.
She means this week. She means you have to have
This
began
week.
it this week. Yeah.
You've had to have started it during Flux Fantasy Fest. You can't turn in something from like 3 months ago.
You can't turn in old fan art. You got
old fan art. Yeah. All fan art needs to be submitted by 5 p.m. Central on March 28th to the Discord channel that is called Flux. It's called Fan Art Contest Zone. So make sure you go into that specific place. That's where also the fan art rules are. The drawings must also feature one of the following characters: Hugo, Marco, Lucky, Kazuo, Spike, Tycoon, or Scarlet. So, and then we've got some fun prizes. First place gets 1 full free year of Gears and Glory magazine, which is our newest magazine, which we are putting out the April edition sometime very, very soon. It might even be this week when we release that. Um, so that one is going to be super fun. It's a big deal. Second place gets 3 months free of the training arc tier on Patreon, which is all about art and creativity. And then the third prize is 1 free one-on-one with RC. So it's time for you and RC to spend together to talk about OCs or art or whatever you'd like. So do your best, and it'll be a lot of fun, and we all get to see everybody's wonderful talent. There's no pressure to join. If you don't want to join, that's totally fine. And you can turn in any level of completeness that you want. This is just for fun. It's just a way to kind of encourage people to be creative and have fun during the events. I recommend doing something RPG themed, but anything you want that's Flux Destiny related is totally fine too. So it's going to be it's something that's really fun this week.
Okay, and then do you want? Let's go into some of these special offers we have this week. So we've got.
Well, before we do that, let me finish up the other stuff we've got in the Discord real quick.
Okay.
The special stuff, and then I will let you do all of the special offers. So we've got 2 other fun things. We've got kind of a chill room that is in our Discord where you can go and draw. We dropped a free special chibi base in there that you can use. We actually dropped 4 of them in there, so have fun with that and go in there and just listen to music. It's supposed to be kind of like a quiet zone, like a little space just for you to chill out and have fun and draw together as a community. And then we've also got our training dummy Blaster. He is a little fun clockbot that you can go beat up and have fun with him in the Discord server. So a couple of little mini games and fun things to do while you are with us during Flux Fantasy Fest. Those rooms are just open for this week, so take advantage of them and have fun. And then, so that is the fun stuff going on in the server. Obviously, we've got tons of other rooms and events and things going on. So yeah, check it out.
By the way, if you're in the server, if you're new, and if you're like lost, and you're like, how do I figure what is all this stuff going on? We have so many resources to help you out. Our moderators can help you if you're lost and you need some help getting in. Hit up Lizrad, hit up Cam, hit up Ella. They can help you out. Ella's going to be super busy with all the events and stuff, so like she's like a last resort during this week. So but
never too busy for you guys. Never too busy. And of course, one of our biggest things is we have our Flux Fantasy feature shop, which is in the Discord. We're about to go over all of the cool stuff that we've got going on this week. But if you ever get lost or think, oh yeah, I remember that thing and I want to go get it, those are all there for you to go and get and then have fun with.
Yeah, so let's talk about the offers we have all this week in the special in the feature shop. So the first one is the Flux Fantasy Core Rulebook. We just updated it to version 1.1, so we've made some
a whole point up.
A whole point up, but we made some important updates in there, and we also updated the character sheet system. So you want to go check that out in there because the newest version is up. Flux Fantasy, our TTRPG, is the core. Like, there's 2 parts of the Flux Destiny universe, Flux Fantasy being a major part of it, because you come in, you learn about the universe through the manga, which, yes, there's a manga series. So if you're new here and you haven't gone, you can go to fluxdestiny.com, and there's all sorts of information there on how to read the manga, and then you can become the hero of the Flux Destiny universe in the TTRPG. So you want to make sure you go check this out. The Flux Fantasy game is something that we have put a lot of love into. The whole book itself. What a cool thing about this book is like 370 something pages, maybe even more, I forgot. But let me specify, you don't need to read all that to play the game. There's a quick start guide. Yeah. It's like 10 pages at the beginning. All you really need is a quick start guide. The rest of it is all about lore and game mechanics and stuff to help you like enhance the game. So we wanted to create this as a game that was like easily accessible and something you could just go into. Flux Fantasy Fest is storytelling first. So it's not heavily numbers crunching kind of game. It's a game about telling stories, right, with your characters. And so Flux, this version of it, there's so much in there to help you enhance the game as you continue to learn the universe and play the game. Um, the actual play for Flux Fantasy is, like we said, you're gonna see it played this week during at the end of the each day during the multi-day event, and then also you'll see Marco and Hugo play it this week. So be sure to go check that out. And then you can grab your copy of the Flux Destiny, the Flux Fantasy core rulebook on our TTRPG store. If you go to the feature shop that Ella told you, you can get there. But if you go to our Gumroad shop, that's where all these things are. This one, the character creation guide, by the way, has been updated. So the character creation guide is updated. It's totally free to download. It reflects the changes that have happened in the Flux Fantasy core rulebook. So if you want to go check that out, if you're like, hey, what is Flux Fantasy? You want to get a taste of it, you can download the character creation guide, which is about 120 pages. It's like a good chunk of the core rulebook is available for free. So you can go in there and check out the different factions that exist in the universe, how to build your character, all these things that help you participate in the community and tell stories. So that'll get you started, so you can kind of get a taste of that.
And if you've already got these books like Flux Fantasy, the core rulebook, and your free character guide, don't worry, the updates are not too crazy. They're just expansions on like powers and things like that. So they're just ways to help you expand and understand how karmastry works a little bit better. So it's not like the entire book has changed. There are just a few expansions. I promise it's not like crazy. You have to reread it or anything. It's just a couple of updates to make things a little bit easier, to make things more streamlined. The character sheet is the same way. It's not crazy different. You'll see when you look at it. It's just more streamlined after some feedback that we got and some ways that we wanted to explain the powers a little bit better. So you should go check it out and move your characters over to that new sheet.
Yeah, and that's why the character sheet updates are obviously free, and the character creation guide is free, because when we make updates to it, you can download those and supplement your game without having to get the whole core rulebook again. Okay, so the big news, the big news that we have on what's offered. So those of you who followed us, who supported the Kickstarter, the original character guide Kickstarter, that thanks to you guys and thanks to a bunch of other really awesome people who've come into our community, that Kickstarter was not only successful, I think we hit like 100+%. I don't remember what the percent was, but we went way over.
It was like 130 something, I think.
130% on that one. So it was super successful. Well, I've got news. The book is ready. The original character guide is ready. So if you are brand new to the community and you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the original character guide, the original character journal. This is an entire book. It's about I think it's about 140, 150 pages of helping you take your OC and take them through their whole journey, explore all these facets about them. It's pretty in depth. It's pretty crazy. When you see this book, you are going to be like, oh my gosh, like you're going to be so obsessed about building out your character that I don't think you can put this thing down. Now, hold on a second.
Yeah.
If you were already on the Kickstarter and you bought it, you do not need to buy it again through this, right? You're going to get it delivered to you. So Ella's working on the delivery of it. So if you've already purchased it through Kickstarter, it's going to be delivered to you by tomorrow. But if you haven't, you can go grab a PDF, download the PDF now. You can go buy it on our Gumroad store, and it's pretty crazy. Like, you're going to see the love that we had put into this thing is pretty insane. And I think Ella and I were talking about it when it was over, and we were just like, wow, like this thing really captures everything that we wanted with this event, with this book. The journey of it is just insane. So, and what's funny was that as I was building out the book, as I was actually doing, because I did like the actual design of the book itself, I was finding myself like going through my own journey with my own characters through it as I was. And even for me personally, which was kind of weird, I was like, I could almost map myself to the original character
Well, I mean, good characters are realistic,
Yeah.
to people. And the thing is we were hoping that it was going to be about 100 pages. It's 140 pages. So we got kind of excited about it. We hope that you guys enjoy it. For those of you who are on our Kickstarter, you'll be getting it tonight or tomorrow at some point, so you could get started on it. I hope that you guys tell us how you feel about it. Show us screenshots in the Discord. We're really excited about how you feel. So if you're having fun with it, please let us know. That would make our day, to hear how you like it and what your favorite pieces are and things like that. So
The cool thing about we got Kickstarter recognized it as a project they love, which we really appreciated. And if you go through, it's divided into major sections. There's like 5 different sections. It's like core info. There's like background information. There's like personality, childhood and development. Like it goes really deep into your character. Then the back part of the book, there's major sections about, there's a character timeline where you can build out your character's timeline. This is something that I've done in my one-on-ones with different Flux fans, where I've helped them build their timelines for their characters. There's a thing in the back where you can fill in your timeline. There's pages to fill out your timeline. We've got a character journal where you can go in there and write, diary entries as if you're your character, which is a lot of fun. We've got a dream log in there, so you can actually think about your character through their dreams. There's the then there's a prompt. There's another part of this that I'm going to reveal in a second. There's the prompt card exercises. There's a whole section about that as well. So you're going to find yourself completely immersed in this book, and you're going to be finding out things about your characters that you just hadn't thought about. You're like, never thought about answering that question. And if you read the opening letter that I have in the book, it talks about a big part of your job as a creator is to make decisions, right? This book helps you make decisions, right? This makes you go, okay, I need to decide, X, Y, and Z about this character. Well, the original character journal is going to help you do that. Now,
and this is the digital version, so obviously a physical one will be coming out as we get further along with our Kickstarter fulfillment. So don't worry if you're like, oh, I get the digital one now and then, I don't know, transfer everything over once you get the physical one. So
yeah,
that one will be coming as well.
The cool thing about the original character journal is that it's supposed to be per character, right? So you should have a journal per character. That's the level of depth that you should put into your characters. And so it's designed to be about the character. In fact, the minimalistic cover is designed for you to draw on it. We want you to draw your character on the cover, right? So the whole thing is about them. So be sure and go and check that out. We are so proud of that. And we were so amazed by the response we had on Kickstarter that I think we're starting a revolution with this. So we're pretty excited. Now, the other thing that comes as part of this, and it's another Kickstarter benefit that is now available as something that you can companion product to the original character guide, is the prompt deck. It's the one of several. So it's a 52 card deck, and you can get it digitally, that has all these questions. And you can look on the screen. I got some examples here. They're broken up into different categories like motivation, background, for fun, social questions, things like that. They help you go further into the development of your character. So once you've kind of done all the core work of your character, then we've got all these like prompt decks that we're going to be releasing. This is the first one. So this is asking you questions like, you can see some of these on the screen. Like, if your character got everything they wanted, what would go wrong next, right? It's not like simple questions. These are questions that kind of like lead you into areas that you may not have thought about your character. And it's a lot of fun. So you can, that's also now available on our Gumroad store, where you can buy the prompt deck. If you got the prompt deck as part of your Kickstarter contribution, you will be receiving it by tomorrow. So there's no need to buy it. There's no need to go to, unless you want to. I mean, certainly happy to if you want to buy it, but you don't have to. You've already
if you bought the sample deck, this is the full one. So if you're like, oh, I just bought the sample and I wanted to check it out, and then you like it, this is your opportunity to get the full one now.
So we're excited about. We will have. We're really excited about this because there's going to be all sorts of different prompt decks that are coming out. So we're going to have all sorts of like different themes. romance, friendship, you name it. We've got all these plans for it, and so we're super excited about this. So 52 cards in each one. They are yes, an actual deck of cards that are like built out. You could so it's going to be a lot of fun with this one. All right, so that was the prompt deck. That was the big one. So we are so excited about those. I hope you you go check those out. Uh, the next one is the solo game, Arcade
Yeah.
Adventure. Ellie, you want to talk about Arcade Adventure?
Yeah, so we have several different ways that you can play Flux Fantasy. We're going to be talking about them actually during some of our different events. One of them that we have right now is our solo game, Arcade Adventure. I just wanted to drop this one. You can play by yourself. You can go through and use your character sheet and pick different prompts. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure. We have a new one coming out this week as well. It'll come out either this week or next week. It is about building a clockbot. So if you have not finished the first one, the Arcade Adventure, you can play them separately. You don't have to play it's not like a series or anything. But they are pretty fun, and so I just wanted to share that we are going to have another one that's going to be coming out. But if you haven't played it yet, now's your time to do so, because I think it's really fun, and it's a good way, like if you're like, oh, I don't want to play as a group, I don't want to play with other people or whatever, that's totally fine. We have these available for you, so that you can go on your own adventure. So that's really fun. And then the next thing that we've got is we've got something that's going to be coming out later. I think we'll actually tell you about it once it comes out. I don't want to spoil it yet, but I'm going to talk about the next slice game that's going to be happening. So the next slice game is, if you guys had noticed, the theme for the actual play this week
Oh,
is, it's
Ella,
called the
Ella, do you,
Carnival.
do you want to tell them for in case people don't know what a slice game is? You might want to tell them first what that is.
Yes, I
Yeah.
will.
Okay.
So a slice game is, again, talking about the different ways that you can play Flux Fantasy. Another one is our chill role play game. So there's kind of like three different tiers. There's the solo games, which I just talked about, and then there's the slice games, which are kind of like chill. They normally don't require too much rolling. They're mostly text based, just RP. So it's kind of like a step up from the solo game. And then of course there's Flux Fantasy, the actual game, where you need like the core rulebook and your stats and all that kind of stuff. So the slice game is kind of a, put one foot in to Flux Fantasy. Just check it out, just do some role playing, interact with other characters. We do them we do them at least 3 times a month in our Discord, and they're a fun way to just kind of like go through different scenarios you didn't think that you were going to go through, right? Like, what if your character was at an ice skating rink? Like that kind of stuff. They're kind of like prompts that you can do with other characters. So the actual play event that Lizrad is doing this week is carnival themed. We will be returning to that carnival the next week, and this is going to be a really big slice game. So for those of you who were there over the summer for the camping event, the like a summer camp event, this is going to be another big one. So we're going to be going to the circus. We hope as many of you join as possible, and it'll be really fun. If you are new to Flux Fantasy, this is a really, really great way to learn about other characters, to introduce yourself to karmastry and the world and how to role play and things like that without actually playing a game. Although we do encourage that as well, of course, which, by the way, something I forgot to mention. If anybody wants to play a game, and you're like, wow, I love Flux Fantasy and I want to play a game so bad, you can either DM Lizrad on our Discord, or we have a party up channel. The best thing to do is just go in there and be like, I want to play a game and I'm free on these nights. Is anybody else available? Because we've got a whole channel in there just for you guys to go and gather up. We're going to talk about that more this week as well. So yeah, you can go sign up for the slice. If you are not a part of our Patreon has a $25 tier, which is our like RPG tier. If you are on that tier or above, you get to be in all the slice games you want, and our perma room, which is like our permanent role play room in the Discord. So lots of opportunities for role playing, exploring characters, OC building, character building, storytelling, solo games, lots of stuff going on in the Discord. So if that interests you at all, and you just want to try one of them, I encourage you to join the slice game. and check it out as well. And I'll drop the link to the Patreon. You can see all of the different tiers that we have in the Patreon. Most of them have kind of different fun stuff that you can do, like the artist training arc deals with art, and the the RP tier deals with role playing and things like that. And then, of course, there's the behind the scenes for the manga. And all of these come with special live streams and things like that. And not only that, of course, at the end of the day, it helps, keep the studio going. So when you guys support, it means a lot to us. So that's the Slice game. There's two ways to get in the Patreon or with the link. I think it's going to be a really fun way to dip your toes in. So I hope that you come join us next week for that. So Flux Fantasy Fest technically is not ending, really. It just keeps going into next week. So yeah.
What I love about, I was so happy with how the Slice games have become something that I think have they been running over a year now? It feels like they've been going on for almost a year. And
yes, they have been going a year. I think like next week, a year next.
Oh,
next
was
week
it right after
going.
the last Flux Fantasy Fest that we started?
It was. Actually.
Okay, so that's kind of crazy. So they're fun because you can play them. They take place in our Discord. You don't have to be on all the time. You can jump in when you need to. It's really and
it's low key.
It's low key. It's a low key way, and it's a great way, like she said, to dip your toes into RPing and test out your character and let your character and you learning how to be in character as your character, right? And interacting with others. So you don't want to miss that. Okay, and it's called Slice, by the way, because it's like slice of life, like, just in case you're like,
Slice.
why is it called Slice, so that's why we call it that. Okay, and then tomorrow happens to be Hugo, our main character's birthday tomorrow. So it's Hugo's birthday tomorrow. I always feel like it comes back around. Like I'm always like it comes back so quickly every time. So Hugo's birthday's tomorrow. We have a birthday raffle that's going on for his birthday. We did one last year for a commission for him. And this year, you get to win a studio line commission from Gabriele, who's one of our official studio artists here, who, if you saw his work on the cover of the Flux Fantasy core rulebook, you'll see his work here and there throughout the Flux Destiny universe, because he does all sorts of work for us. And he's got commissions open, Flux Destiny commissions open, so he does a lot of like really cool Flux Destiny commissions as well. But every entry, so the way it works is that you buy a birthday ticket. It's a birthday wish raffle, and obviously it increases the more raffle tickets you get, the more of a chance you get to win. So you send your birthday wishes to Hugo. The end of the week, we select. We do a wheel, like we do put everyone's name on a wheel, and then we spin it, and you get a chance to win that commission from Gabriele. Gabriele's amazing, and it's a real gift to have him as part of our community. And actually, for the Gears and Glory magazine, I can't wait for you guys to see the poster that he did in there. The poster is
There's a little teaser in the feature shop. There's a little teaser. So if you we're going to talk more about the magazine later this week, but also that's open if you want to go ahead and go subscribe to that and get excited about the first issue, which is coming out later. There's a tiny little teaser of the centerfold in there that you can see. So
it's really awesome. Gabriele is amazing, and I'm so happy to have him as part of this. I always tell the story about how I had designed a cover for the Flux Fantasy core rulebook, and Gabriele had done this piece as a promotional piece, and I was like, nope, I'm throwing mine out. I'm going with Gabriele's because it's amazing, and he's just awesome. So we're so glad to have him as part of our group here. So yeah, so happy birthday to Hugo tomorrow. Hugo's obviously very special. Happy birthday,
Hugo.
He's obviously very special to us. He's our main character. Everything is, we're all here because of him. So go show Hugo some love. And thank you all for last year for all the birthday wishes that you guys had sent him. And, we really appreciated it. So happy birthday to Hugo tomorrow. All right.
Lots of things going. happening all at once.
There's so much. Okay, so I think I covered all the big stuff. Am I missing anything, Ella?
Yeah,
I think
I think we're at the very end here. So if you take away anything from this, it's to go and register for the events to make sure that you get updates about all of this stuff that we just said over again. We will be sending emails, we'll be sending reminders and updates and things like that. So, um, make sure that you are registered. That's the main thing. If you take away anything from tonight, you do that because you don't want to lose us. It also sends you reminders about YouTube and things like that. So make sure you're there or else you're going to lose us and you might forget something or miss an event you really wanted to go to. So just at the end of the day, go there. And of course, ask us questions. Jump into the Discord. If you have questions, come ask us. We don't be shy. We're friendly and we like to meet people. So we are so excited to have all these events. It's double the size of last year. We're just going to keep doubling. So in 20 years, there'll be like 140 events for, every week. It'll just go on and on
Hey,
and on.
bro, you're the one setting them up, so more
I'm
power
just
to you.
kidding. Obviously, we feel really lucky to be at a place where we can expand the studio and keep going and make new things and make new events. And that's all from your guys' support. When you join the Patreon, when you get the magazine, when you buy a raffle, things like that, when you participate with us, we get to do more and more and more fun things. So we're really grateful to be able to do that. And we really love this game and we love to play it and we like to show it off and have fun with it. So thank you guys for joining us. This is our biggest event of the year so far, I'll say, so far.
So
Um,
far, and
so
that's
far,
why
so
we do this. We also do it because out of appreciation for all the support that we get from you guys, and to help bring new people into this community. Like I was saying, we're kind of in these dark times right now, and a lot of people are kind of lost, and we kind of give you a place that you can kind of come in here, get creatively excited again, get access to insights from the industry that you may not normally get to run into. So I want to bring all that here to you guys, and I wanted to create a community where you guys could, tell stories, create characters and make friends if you want to, and have a great time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And I
yeah, we
appreciate.
hope you have fun. We hope you have fun. That's the end goal, is that we hope that you have fun and learn more about storytelling.
That's right. And thanks to all you guys who come and watch me do the manga lives and everything. I love doing that. And if you want to catch up on the Flux Destiny story, you can go to fluxdestiny.com and you can go read the manga there. So I think that's everything, Ella. Boy, that was a lot. So starting tomorrow, what,
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9
first
a.m.
event. So go register. Go register fluxfantasyfest.com. And so you can get all the updates. Go to the YouTube, click notify me on the events that you guys want to. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel too, so you get those notifications. And yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Make it real.
Make it real. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.